Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new Doctor Who video where for the second week running we have some huge Doctor Who news with the return of David Tennant and Catherine Tate for the 60th anniversary. So yes, just like last week, pretty much out of the blue, we've had another announcement of big Doctor Who news for RTD2. I guess this news has kind of been rumoured for a pretty long time compared to, shooting out while being the new Doctor, which has not even been talked about until they just dropped it. Whereas this, it feels like we've kind of all thought, oh, maybe that's going to happen for about the last, 6 months or so. I remember particularly in January, there was all these rumours about David Tennant being the 14th Doctor, him coming back, Catherine Tate coming back, all of that. And well, it's proven to be true that the Doctor, the 10th Doctor, David Tennant, is coming back for the 6th anniversary special. Now, of course, the last time we saw David Tennant was in Day of the Doctor, the 50th anniversary, so it's been, well, when we see him on screen in presumably November next year, then it would have been 10 years since his last appearance, and of course we last saw Donna, played by Catherine Tate, in The End of Time Part 2, which will be nearly 14 years ago by the point we get to the 6th anniversary next year. So it's certainly been a long old wait to see these characters again. And, Russell's, or the press release put with this, poses many interesting questions as to what the heck is actually going on narratively with this idea. Because, of course, it's a pretty major plot point with the 10th Doctor and Donna, the fact that they can never, meet each other again, that Donna can never remember the Doctor. I know we then kind of get the fake-out thing of that in The End of Time Part 2, where it seems that she just uses that as a little boost to wipe some people out when necessary to keep herself safe. But ultimately, it seems left at a point where they can't travel together again because she can never remember him because it'll kill her, essentially. And so that, already poses loads of questions of how the heck can they be back. I mean, Russell has totally played into it in his little press release where he's just gone, oh, it could be a flashback, it could be a trick, it could be this, could be that. He's giving absolutely nothing away as to how this actually happens, what's actually going on, because, it doesn't, it's quite hard to immediately work it out. I guess the most obvious and likely thing would just be, we've just gone back to earlier in the 10th Doctor's timeline into a gap during Series 4 where they had an adventure, which we're seeing on screen here. Now, who else is in that adventure? Who the heck knows? Because this very sort of loose press release, it confirms that they are currently filming scenes for the 60th anniversary celebrations, but doesn't, go into any specifics about whether it's for a 60th anniversary special, whether they're going to be filming alongside the new Doctor, or anything like that. It's really careful to not give us anything away. So, we really don't know the exact structure of what we're going to get in terms of Doctor Who next year, whether all of the episodes next year will feature the new Doctor, and just exactly how it's all going to play out. I just don't really know. I don't think it's clear yet. In terms of the pure sort of excitement of it, I mean, it is very cool to see them come back to the show again. I think it's great in terms of a sort of audience perspective, bringing back old fans who used to love the show, what will be 15 years ago when we get to 2023 with David and Catherine. And I think that's a very, very good thing for the show. And, it's kind of inevitable, I think it was, given, anniversary celebrations. I think that's just kind of the way we go with Doctor Who now with an anniversary, is bring back old Doctors. I mean, I do kind of hope that David's not going to be the only Doctor coming back. I'd love to see Peter Capaldi back. Chris Eccleston, let's be real, it's never going to happen, but obviously it would be amazing. And I'd love to see Matt as well. We haven't seen him, of course, since Time with the Doctor just after the 50th anniversary in 2013. So any of those sort of Doctors, or even classic Doctors, Paul McGann or the likes. I know the sort of very, very long-running rumour was that there'd be multiple specials with multiple returning Doctors, sort of a Tennant special, and then a Paul McGann special, and then a Matt Smith special. So maybe that could still happen, given that it's been very vague as to what it is, given the press release just states for the 60th anniversary celebrations. It doesn't say for a 60th anniversary special individual episode. So I'm sure there is a lot more to announce about what's to come from Doctor Who in 2023. I think the reason they've announced this now is because they are filming it currently. I know some woman tweeted that she saw David Tennant in Cardiff this week, so it was kind of that case of, it's about to get leaked, so we better just make a big announcement of it to kind of cover our backs, which is a much better way to do it, I think, to take the initiative and go, here's something to get really, really excited about, rather than just have an open secret in the fandom that kind of everybody knows but can't actually, isn't actually confirmed. So I think that works really, really well. And yeah, I'm very interested with the sort of narrative possibilities of bringing back these two, probably two of the most popular characters of all time in Doctor Who. I think you know, as much as whether you have love, hate, it's somewhere in the middle about with David Tennant as the Doctor. I don't think anybody can deny he's the most sort of recognisable figure of Doctor Who history, the most popular character. And I'd argue that Catherine Tate playing Donna's character is probably the most popular companion, maybe alongside Rose and maybe Captain Jack. I feel like those are kind of really unbeaten in terms of popularity. Sure, like Amy comes very close as well. Clara probably not quite so much, and you know, let's not talk about the Chibs era. But yeah, I think just bringing back those kind of famous, iconic figures that so many people will remember watching 15 years ago, whether they were a kid then, whether they, you know, only caught up to it more recently. I think it's just really a good thing for the show to kind of say, you know, look at all these great things that are returning. We've also got a great new Doctor, but we've got great returning things alongside Russell that, you know, you want to tune into Doctor Who again because it's going to be event television. I think that's what it's all about, and I'm really, really hopeful that this is just kind of the start of the kind of rise again of Doctor Who, I guess, rather than it continuing its decline that we've seen through the Chibnall era. So obviously we are just going to have to wait and see as to exactly what this means for the 60th anniversary, how their involvement is quite going to be within the specials. I'm kind of leaning towards it being a story from just slotting in during their era, where maybe they cross with the new Doctor or something like that. I don't know, maybe Russell will do something crazy with it, but I'm just kind of inclined to feel like it'll be something of that ilk. That'd be my prediction, but it could be anything really. But guys, please do let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on the return of David Tennant and Catherine Tate. Are you excited about the return of Ten and Donna? Is that an episode or a special, whatever, that you're really looking forward to? Is that more exciting than the new Doctor being announced? I think I'm still more excited about the new Doctor personally than David Tennant returning, but I still think it's great, exciting news. So I'd love to have your thoughts, your theories on what, you know, how they're going to return, what's the narrative reason for it, and how's it all going to work. Let me know your theories in the comments below. But that's just about it from this video, guys. If there's more announcements to come from RTD2, we kind of thought last week when he was like, oh yeah, we're not going to step on Chris and Jodie's shoes by announcing anything else, but then he's gone and done that. So who knows? It seems that announcements are down just out of the blue because that's how Russell rolls, and I like it. I think it's fun. It's good fun. You just have to happen to be around at the right time, really. So yeah, obviously if there's more announcements, I'll cover them on the channel as the weeks and months go by, and there'll be lots of discussion ahead of the centenary special as well. But that is just about it from this video, guys. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button if you're brand new here to the channel. Follow me on Twitter as well at EMS_Productions. But until a new video, I'll see you again very soon.